A very good afternoon to all the students. So welcome to this edition of Spelling Bee, or Spell Bee as we popularly call it. And I hope that you have prepared well for today's competition. And this is the competition for grade 9th and 10th. However, grade 11 and 12th can also take part in it. We have arranged the Spell Bee competitions based on the groups as per the National Education Policy. So the foundation stage for grade 1 and 2, then the preparatory stage for grade 3, 4, and 5, the middle stage for 6, 7, and 8, and finally the secondary stage for 9, 10, 11th, and 12th. Now, let me just make the rules very clear before we start. I'm going to spell out 30 spelling. I'm not going to spell out, in fact, I'm going to pronounce 30 words, and you're going to write the spellings of those words, okay? Now, there will be 5 words which are of very easy level, difficulty-wise. 5 words easy, 15 words of moderate difficulty, 5 words of difficult level, and the last 5 will be very difficult. Now, again, do not be worried with the word very difficult. Whatever I say very difficult is based on the average, average student of that particular class, but many of you may not find it difficult at all. So I will pronounce each word twice, and then I will tell the meaning of that word so that you can understand and do not mix up with any other word which sounds similar. And then after that, I'm going to repeat the word again. So you have got enough time. First, listen carefully. Look at my mouth. When I pronounce, how I move my lips and teeth and the tongue, that will give you some hint, in a way, the correct pronunciation of the word. And then you convert that sound into a spelling, write it down. And as I'm telling the meaning of the word, you can just double check whether you're writing the correct spelling or not. And then I'll repeat it one more time and move to the next spelling. So after I have completed all the spelling, all the 30 spellings, I will repeat the spellings all over again, 2 times each spelling from very beginning, number 1 to number 30. So in case you have missed out a spelling when I was pronouncing it for the first time, do not worry. At the end, I will repeat all the spellings, right? So let's begin. The countdown starts now. Be ready with your pen and your paper, right? 3, 2, 1, start. First spelling, apple. Apple is a fruit that grows on a tree, red or yellow or green in color. Apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Number 2, bridge. Bridge. Bridge is a structure carrying a road or a path over a barrier. A bridge is something that, let 2 gaps be brought together. The gaps are met using a bridge. So you have bridges constructed on rivers. You have bridges constructed over a canal so that 2 ends, and if there is a gap in between, you need to bridge the gap. Number 3, cloud. Cloud, a visible mass of condensed water vapor. Up there in the sky, we can see clouds. Number 4 is dream. Dream is a series of thoughts or images and sensations that you get during your sleep. Dream. Number 5 is field. Field is an area of open land. Field. Field. Number 6, accumulate. Accumulate. Accumulate means to gather or to collect. To gather or to collect something, you say accumulate. Benevolent. Benevolent. Benevolent means a kind person. A kind person is called a benevolent person. Camouflage. Camouflage. Camouflage is a method of blending with the environment. Blending with the environment. For example, a chameleon or chameleon, as you pronounce it, camouflages well. It cannot be identified from its surrounding. That's called camouflage. Often the army wear a dress to camouflage them from the enemy, and their feet, it looks like they're a part of the forest. Deceitful. Deceitful is misleading or being dishonest, deceitful. Next, eloquent. Eloquent. Eloquent means meaningful. Fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing is also called eloquent, but eloquent is also meaningful speaking. Fortitude. Fortitude. Courage in pain or adversity is called fortitude. Fortitude. Garrulous. Garrulous. You can also pronounce it as garrulous. Garrulous is excessive talkativeness. Garrulous. Next, hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics. A system of writing using symbols or pictures. Often on the pyramid walls, we find things written by hieroglyphics. On pyramid walls, on the coffins of the mummies, these are called hieroglyphics. It's a script, pictorial script. Ineffable. Ineffable is too great or extreme to be expressed in words. Ineffable. Juxtaposition. Juxtaposition. The fact of two things being seen or placed close together, right? Two facts or two things, when they're placed very close to one another, this is called juxtaposition. Next, kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is a toy consisting of a tube containing mirrors, and when you look inside it, you see different patterns. Kaleidoscope. Labyrinthine. Labyrinthine. Complicated and confusing. When something is complicated and confusing, we call it labyrinthine. Melancholy. Melancholy. Melancholy is a feeling of deep sadness. Melancholy. Nefarious. Nefarious. Wicked or criminal. Nefarious. Wicked or criminal. Number 20. Omnipotent. Omnipotent. Having unlimited power and present everywhere. For example, if you say, God is omnipotent. 21. Paradoxical. Paradoxical. Seemingly absurd or self-contradictory. Paradoxical. Quintessential. Quintessential. Representing the most perfect example. Representing the most perfect example. Quintessential. Next, reciprocity. Reciprocity is the mutual exchange of privileges. Reciprocity. Mutual exchange of privileges. Soliloquy. Soliloquy. I'll again pronounce it because it's an uncommon word. Soliloquy. An act of speaking one's thought aloud. Soliloquy. Next, transcendental. Transcendental, relating to a spiritual or non-physical realm. Something that is spiritual or non-physical, goes beyond the boundaries, is called transcendental. Next, ubiquitous. Ubiquitous, present, appearing, or found everywhere. Ubiquitous. Vicarious. Vicarious, experienced through the feeling of another. Experienced through the feeling of another. Vicarious. Whimsical. Whimsical. Whimsical is playfully quaint or fanciful. When you do things just out of your mind, without any plan, you do not think, these are also called whimsical acts. Whimsical. 29. Xenogenesis. Xenogenesis. The generation of offspring completely different from the parent is called xenogenesis. And the last one, yesteryear. Yesteryear. last year, or the recent past. Just like we say yesterday, yesteryear. That's all. All the 30 spellings have been pronounced now, and I'm going to repeat the spellings all over again from number 1. And each spelling I'll read out twice. Apple, apple, bridge, bridge, cloud, cloud, dream, dream, field, field, accumulate, accumulate, benevolent, benevolent, camouflage, camouflage, deceitful, deceitful, eloquent, eloquent, fortitude, fortitude, garrulous, garrulous, hieroglyphics, 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 ineffable, ineffable, juxtaposition, juxtaposition, kaleidoscope, kaleidoscope, labyrinthine, labyrinthine, melancholy, melancholy, nefarious, nefarious, omnipotent, omnipotent, paradoxical, paradoxical, quintessential, quintessential, reciprocity, reciprocity, soliloquy, soliloquy, transcendental, transcendental, ubiquitous, ubiquitous, vicarious, vicarious, whimsical, whimsical, xenogenesis, xenogenesis, and the last one, yesteryear, yesteryear. So that's all for today. I hope you did fairly well, and do not worry if you've missed out a few spellings, could not spell it out properly. We are all learners, and you can go back home and check the dictionary and learn about these spellings, right? The spelling and the meaning, and try to use these words often in your day-to-day vocabulary so that your English becomes good as well. So may the best student win, and irrespective of who wins and who loses, it's very important to be a participant, and I'm very glad that you all participated well, and I heartily congratulate you for this effort. I'll give you applause, right? So that's all for today, and I will be organizing such spelling competitions on my YouTube channel from time to time, and you can subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon so that whenever I'm conducting my next spelling bee competition, you can have a good practice of it. Thank you. Namaste. Bye-bye.